Hey there fellow Factorians, Onerous here, back with another episode of Let's Learn Bobs and Angels mods for Factorio. That title is getting quite long. Anyway, cast your minds back to yesterday. We had some train issues and, oh well, not issues, not yet anyway, let's just put it that way. The problem that may arise in the near future is a severe lack of fueling for any of these trains. So, this episode I want to address that. I've done a little bit of pre-work. We've got a silo here stacked to the brim, and I want to use that to hopefully make a train station here. And let's see. Okay, well, so far so good. Let's see. We want to come in here, out there, something like that. Alright, let's get you doing that. That's right-hand drive. That's the wrong way. We want to get you going out that way. How far up can we do it? Yep, that's it. Or if you so desire, you may go out that way. But I'm not going to send you that way initially, that's for sure. There we go, that's it. Alright, let's get some signaling because otherwise things go horribly wrong. Which way did that one go? Yeah, that went that way, nice. Alright, there and there. And now the big test of this temporary placement is this. Not perfect, but it'll do. That'll do. Alright, let's make this black and let's call this fuel train loading. Wonderful. Alright, now why is it not perfect? Because as you can see that doesn't quite line up, does it? So we need a train that also needs fuel. Let's not forget about that. Currently this is a wee bit of an issue. Just a wee bit. Let's get you going. Now, you're only going to be carrying, at this point, solid fuel. So let's make some solid fuel going in here. Alrighty. Now the thing with the fueling train is you don't want it to offload all of its solid fuel in one hit. Now we theoretically can do that because we can pick this one up from there and drop off there, and this one can actually pick up from over there. It's got to swing a bit further, so it's actually not as fast as this one, which is the fastest of the lot, but it is better than just having the four of them going. So that fills up really quickly, and as you can see we are out of solid fuel, and that was because there was an issue that I fixed up off camera just before we started, where our sulfuric wastewater was actually backed up, and so I've added a clarifier there because sulfuric wastewater is a byproduct of our oil and gas separation. Yes, and that's right. So this was backed up into that, so we weren't getting any crude, and we weren't getting anything down here. Anyway, hopefully that will fix itself up. Our power is going okay, which is the important thing here. If we look at our 10-minute, we are not using our steam engines all the time, which is delightful, because they're not using solid fuel all the time. Speaking of which, how is our actual thing going? We are still down a few. Yeah, there's some in there. Look, I'm actually going to remove these guys again. I'll remove these ones up here, just because I think we're like our limiting factor still seems to be these guys, and having more of these is just spreading out the number of those that are floating around. So it's actually slowing down our production. Alright, so this is filling back up. We now have a train that can't get in here. let's see what we can do about that. If you wanted to come from that direction, sure, why not? What if you wanted to go this way? Okay, that is where you would need to be for that. So then we should be able to get you around there, like that. Wonderful. All right, let's get some more of these guys in here. That is outbound. That should be inbound. Have I stuffed this up completely? That is outbound. Inbound. Oh, I have stuffed this up. All right. Back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. All right. So you need to go out this way. Yeah, that actually works. But will this way work? That is the question. And yeah, it does. All right, there we go. Now, of course, you become incorrect. So you need one of them, and then you're out. You need one of them. You need a couple of them, and that's technically fine because that splits that up. Put another one here; it does nothing. We've had that discussion before, I feel. So this is inbound, and that is outbound. All right. And the lights are all looking good. Wonderful. So now we have this guy, and he is ready for action. Whew. Let's pop that there. If we ever want another one of these, maybe we'll pop that there. I don't think we probably need one, but we do need to have an output for this. So what I like to do is use bots for that, because bots are pretty good for this kind of thing. And where are we going to go? I'm going to go over to this one. Now we're going to make a unloading station somewhere here. Maybe not forcing it to run through there. Although that would be really nice because the depot is just there. All right, how about we do? Can we fit a sneaky little tee off right here? I don't think we can, but we can certainly have a look. That's. I mean, technically, there's one is going to fit there. We're just going to have some serious traffic. So let's not do that. Let's just have a look. What if I use this one and then somewhere about here we bring it in. Alright. Happy with this. We shouldn't back this up too badly. We don't want one of those. We actually want one of these. There we go. Okay, now I'm cooking with gas. So this will mean that fast stack inserter. No, let's do that and that. Output there and output there. Cool. All right. Now we don't want this to be too full. Let's just say one row. And this is going to be fuel unloading. And it's going to be black because our fuel is black. Now, what we want to do is have some smarts. Do we have any combinators? Combinators. No, we don't. Can I make any combinators? I can. Okay, 1, 2, 3 combinators. And this is going to make a latch. Where should I put it? Let's put it here. Oh dear. The only problem is we need some green wire. And we need to make some green wire, which is actually just really annoying. Really annoying in this setup because wire comes from, circuitry wire actually comes from insulated wire. Where are we? Here we go. Yes, it comes from insulated wire, and insulated wire requires rubber. Rubber and tinned copper. And rubber comes from resin, and we're not actually making any rubber anyway because why would we? I don't think we need rubber for anything. No. I don't think we've got any rubber at all. But I did have a little setup here that I was using. Here it is. So we would grab some of this resin and pop it in here, and that would make rubber. And we'd also grab some tin copper wire from here, because that's just kind of backing up nicely. Then we grab some rubber, and now we can make some of that. I probably, like, realistically, I should automate this because we are going to start using this a little bit more. We don't need any more of that. All right, good-o. Now let's head back to where we were, and on the way there, let's craft some green wire. All right, let's make sure that's facing the right way. Drop in some of that, and now head back to where we were, which was actually there. So, because what we want to do is we want to have the station active when the fuel drops below a value. We'll say 400, but we want to stock it back up to above 400. Ooh, I see a problem. Chain of fools, because we actually need these to break that. Yes, we do. All right. Yeah, that was lucky we spotted that, because that would have caused us some issues. Likewise, that needs to be broken as well. All right, now back to what we were doing. Okay. So this is going to have some red wire, because red wire is just easy. And we are saying back over here, so switch on, S for switch on, when solid fuel, gosh, I don't know where that is, when solid fuel is less than, let's say, 400, I want you to switch on, S for switch, and when solid fuel goes above 1,000, let's say, that's a fair bit, then I want you to output a reset. Alright, and I'm actually going to make sure that says 1. Wonderful. Now, this is where the fun parts of this happen. We'll get our green wire here, and these are going to output to here, so we're either going to get a set or a reset here. Now, the magic of the SR latch comes from me having some wire linking the output to the input, which seems pretty crazy. Enable if S is greater than 0. And here we say output if S is greater than R, then output an S. From memory, it's been a while since I put one of these together manually, but I think that's how it goes. So while this is at 1,000, it's reset. So S is not going and R is going. Once this drops below 400, we get an S. And S goes out here, and the S says there's 0 R's, so S is greater than R, so output an S. And then that turns this guy on. Now we've got also not only this S coming in, but this S from the output comes in as well. So we actually have 2 S's, but it's only saying if S is greater than R. What that means, when this goes above 400, so it goes up to say 600, the output here is still latched across. So it's still seeing an S, it's not seeing an R, so S is still greater than R, so it's feeding an S still. And then eventually, once this goes over 1000, then it's outputting an R, no S here, so the R output's here. It's still getting an S from here, but S is no longer greater than R, it is equal to R, and then it resets. So that is the circuitry magic that we love. Wow, that's fun. I'm sure most people that are watching a Bobs and Angels run probably know that, but if not, I hope you learned something. Now I want to go, okay, go there until you're full, and then we're going to go just time passed. 30 seconds should be enough to get unload 1000. We'll test it, and all right, let's go. So I assume you're pretty full. Oh, that is actually our fancy tree. But we're about to see what happens here. So currently this is outputting an S, and this is active. So this should go up to 1000. Okay, well there's a small problem with that, isn't there? Let's just do that. We shouldn't actually need to limit this at all, because now this should disable. It does, but the train hangs around. All right. Well, that's fine. We actually don't need that much. That is never going to be greater than, it's never going to be greater than 1000 if I do that. Let's do that. Alright. So now that is disabled, and our fuel train will just hang over there for a while, which is nice. Okay, so that's sorted. Now at this end we need to add in some roboports. And then what we'll do is simply have a logistics box here that is requesting say 50 and an inserter, fast stack inserter. Oh, that's unnecessary, I think. Alright, so this is what we want for all of our trains, and that actually works out pretty nicely. I'm going to pop that in there so we've got room to expand that if we need it. Give some power there, and then likewise over here, wherever we need it is here. So importantly, that is on a different network. It is separated from our main network. And we'll watch out for the trains. And what we can do is copy that and paste it along here. Maybe. Can I fit it in? I can. Oh, that's fortunate. Alright. And then we just need to power that up. Likewise over here. Power that up. And another one over here. Power that up. Probably for consistency I should have the power pole there. Maybe not, if I can't actually... Can't reach, I'm not going to put it there. Alright. Now that will power up everything that's going to the depot, which is these, and it will power up the fuel up that. Of course, you've probably noticed a small issue within all this. There's actually no logistic bots here. We'll we will address that forthwith. But let's just get this set up first. Alright. Now we want all these trains to be reached as well. That looks like it's actually going to get them all, doesn't it? Sure does. Alright. I think we can go a bit further down just to make life a little less hectic. Like that. Alright, so we'll have one here for that train. We'll have one there for that train. Another one there. And another one there. And we're actually out of some things. Alright. We're doing alright. We're getting the fuel train sorted. What I'm going to do is grab some logistics bots and some more requester chests. Ooh, are we making requester chests? I don't remember. Yeah, we definitely are. Definitely are making requester chests. No need to worry. How's our solar panels going? Oh, well, we've put in all the solar panels that we've got. Just accumulated short because of batteries. Now, what was over here for? Requester chests. Grab a stack of them. How are we looking for that? We'll grab some of them as well. Don't really need those. Now, logistics bots. Where can I find some logistics bots? I imagine there should be a few floating around here. We don't need many. I'll just grab a stack and probably put half a stack in if I can find any stacks. They're all just so busy. Somewhere there's 1200 just sitting around idling. There we go. Alright. Let's grab a stack of them. And I think we've got everything we need. Where's my... I ran away from my track. Remember to use a track because we are starting to spread out a lot. And using the train to get around is just significantly quicker. There we go. Alright. Fuel it up. I should just leave that one there, fueled up. And then head on over. Why am I going that way? Am I facing the wrong way? No. Schedule. Control. No path. What have I done? I'm sure I'm facing the right way. Somehow, what have I done? Alright, let's manually drive this and see where the problem lies. Just another quick check. Okay, I seem to be able to do it now. That's fine. Let's head on down here now, and then what we need to do is do another network over here with another fuel train. Fuel train stop. Yeah. I'm not sure why I must have had the train backwards. I didn't think I did, but you know, these things happen. Alright, those go in, and that other one please. Thank you. And then we'll get half of our logistics bots and pop them in here, which is a bit rough because then they've got to go all the way over there. But that's alright. Yeah, that guy's definitely facing the wrong way. Sometimes it can be difficult to see which way those trains are facing. That is my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. So over here we also need our trains to be fueled up. So we can create an additional fuel station here. Of course, going to need more of these. Probably something I'll add to our base again. Our building stuff is some of those. All I need to do this time though is copy this section here. Yep, just copy that whole thing and plonk it down. Yeah. We don't actually need much space, so that's pretty good. And then in it goes. Make sure we signal it. Yep, signaled. Alright, unfortunately we've got to go all the way down here. Went too far. There we go. And another signal here. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Roboport. Roboport to catch it all. That one actually does. And there we are filling up this guy here. And once it fills up, we should see that. Oh, come on. We'll leave it. Alright, all we need to do is that, and that. And that is all of our trains here should get fueled up. Once, of course, I get the rest of these logistics bots into the network. There we go. Alright, and that is now disabled. The other one is still disabled. Did this copy? Yeah, it did. Alright. As you can see now, we are dropping below the 1,000, but we're still disabled. See it flashing red still, and that is because of the latch. Wonderful. Alright, the system works. These trains are getting fueled up. And we're in luck. Wonderful. I might actually take out that. No. Whoa, that's too much. Just want to have a stack. Just want to have a stack. Alright, well, our objective this... what are you guys doing? Oh, you just need some charging. 25 might have been too many. The charging is going to be an issue anyway. We got a few logistic boxes. We'll keep making more. But we now have these trains going indefinitely. The only train we don't is the is this train, and the reason for that is it's not stopping in the depot. But we can add the depot. Yeah, we'll leave it doing that. Add the depot in here and just wait. Time passed. Give it I don't know. Give it 5 seconds of fueling. That should be enough. And the depot is what we'll use for most of these trains. It's just the trains over here that are just watch for trains across the track. Yeah, the trains over here, because they run from a station to another station. They don't ever go back to the base to unload. So there's no way that we can actually fuel them from the depot. Not sure if this... I probably could have just walked over here, couldn't I? That's alright. At some point, congestion might be an issue. We've got a fair few trains moving around already, and there's only going to be more as we get more and more of these going. But we do have it all sorted. Alright, this guy should also be getting some fuel. Is he outside the network? What's going on here? Oh yeah, they were just filling up these early ones first. So now... too slow. Too slow. Looks like you put like 14 in. That's fine. Doesn't use that much fuel going around. So, our trains are now automated. We have the fueling happening, which is great. Looks like we have some solid fuel going. That is a slight concern. But our solar panels are growing at a nice rate as well. So, I don't know how many we actually have. No, not PL. I don't know how many we have in the network. Solar panels. Oh, we have 68. Well, you know what that means. Does it say what's actually in here? 175. Alright. Let us continue our endeavour here. Yeah. We'll just pop another one down. Maybe another 2. Let's keep those bots going as soon as they're ready. And yeah, we'll just keep expanding that. There's our natural gas there. We'll tap that at some point. So yeah, we'll just keep spreading the solar panels. It's a lovely day, beautiful weather. And how's our Steam engines kicking in. I don't think 40. Like, if our max load is 50, then we actually need I don't know, like 70 to charge overnight as well. So yeah, even now we just don't quite have enough. So we'll just keep building that. And then our solid fuel will only go to our trains. But yeah, okay, we're backing up a little bit up there. It was just this initial pump. We did push 2,000 through in there, and there you go. There's 1,200 in there already. All right, looks like that one's full. It's got 2K. Yeah, we'll be fine. These things just keep ticking along like the rest of the base. So let's have a bit of a look while I'm sitting on a belt, cruising along. We've got a few things going. We've got sapphirite being crushed. We've got a few products here that we're not utilising. We're not utilising the copper, which is a problem. It's actually backed up here. If you look, nothing is happening because the copper is backed up. But we'll sort that out next episode because we've only got steel happening at the moment. And it would be really nice to also have some iron plate being produced, as well as some copper plate to finally get this all fully utilised. And then we can maybe think about hitting up some of these other ores, some bodmonium and some rubite. Got some tiny rubite there. We've got a bit of rubite over here, so we can definitely be mining that patch. And yeah, from here on in, we are just going to be pushing out this kind of thing where we're getting trains running left, right, and center. And I think we're going to have a pretty good time getting all our materials up and running, and then we can start pushing to some of the more advanced materials. I saw there's something over here, some crotinium, and some givelite over here as well. So those things will be nice to get some of the other materials that we haven't actually started even tapping. We do have whatever these symbols are over here. We have some of it happening. A little bit of gold, yeah, and even some uranium. Yes, all right. And that is also something we actually have to get happening with our crush rock. There's so many things to do, and we're just going to keep doing them until we launch a rocket, or we get sick of it. Whatever comes first. Let me know your thoughts down below. As always, love to hear the comments, love to hear people's tips to make my life a little bit easier. And I'm just going to run over here and plop down a radar before I forget. Yeah, so yeah, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you tomorrow.